What's up? Good morning. Good morning. I'm going to take a break in a couple of minutes because I haven't eaten breakfast yet. I just wanted to start typing and I'm starting to get a little hungry. So in a couple of minutes, I'll say, hey, yeah. Um, okay. So defer used to just be a weird flag on a statement or on a declaration. And that was just, again, it was one of these hacky kind of invisible things you had to understand about the system. And we're going to move that to being an explicit thing in the syntax tree. So this statement is deferred, flag is going away. And we're going to replace it with a specific syntax tree node for defer. And yeah. So now this whole thing, we had a block up here. Is that the only? No. There, it could be a block. Okay. We have to expose this to the user. So we're going to get rid of this statement as deferred and going to make a node. And then I guess that's just going to be on there as a pointer because that's kind of how we do it. Okay. Preload needs to know about defer. And then messenger, adding a node is a pain because this also needs code scope entry. Okay. That's some things. So now it's just complaining that we deleted these flags. Do I have a plan to make a Baba is U level? No, I do not. Yes, code note is a note comment. Okay, ask.h. Oh boy, we need to add this so many more places. We need to go to copier. Put it in here. And then, because the block is not a pointer, we got to call like copy block. Like that. And we got to go to flatten. To go to Messenger, we're going to have to go everywhere. Okay. Bytecode builder. Oh, typer needs. So when we're generating code, or type check, here, this giant ass switch statement, we need just going to say that we infer it as void and return true. In bytecode builder, when we generate code for a defer, we need to, if we visit it as a normal statement, we need to not generate any code. Dude, I need to do something about the shift keys on this frickin' thing. Okay. So we're going to go to the, whoops. It's not as giant, I guess, because we call out to more functions. Yeah. So So when we're in a statement, so somewhere here we check for if it was deferred. Okay, for init code for block. We used to check this. This is good because now we're getting rid of an if statement from a loop. And if it's a defer, then there we go. Okay. What about this? Oh, if we're in a sequence, don't worry about that either. That's good. Implicit destructs. This is when we actually want to do the defer. Hey, this code got cleaner. All right. So it's a sequence or a defer. Why are we doing this? Set up implicit destructs. Right. Maybe defer doesn't need to be. So I was thinking I made defer a scope entry because that was what we were working on, and I was reminded that this was one of the things that was sort of in as a special hack. But it looks like we don't do it as a scope, and like we don't generate destructs by looking at the scope. We generate it by looking at the statements. Which is something. Even if it is a scope entry internally. I'm not sure that matters to anyone else. So maybe we shouldn't expose that to the people. But anyway, let's look at this. So implicit destruct gets a declaration. That's not good. I mean, I guess we can instead, we can keep this part of the hack. Let's make this not be a scope entry for now. And it probably never should be here. Defer. Okay. So now we have changed how this is stored. We can get rid of deferred statement. Boom, which gets another member off of declaration, which is great. It's starting to not look like a giant, big bloated data structure anymore. Deferred statement. Wait, what? This is just okay. Copy location info. We're trying to get rid of this, as many stupid hacks as possible. Sub onto decal. All right. So the closing expression is before the thing with the destructor. Do not destruct it. It's a closing expression. Oh, I see. Right. Yeah. So wait, implicit destructs. Is a declaration. So I don't quite understand. Oh, I see. All right. So we're just going to do this. Boom. And in the process of doing that, maybe we don't need get first expression anymore. Sounds like we don't. It's another stupid hack. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Okay, because we're recursing into ourselves. That's where that. Great. Great. More dumb hacks gone out of the code. Okay, so we've still got deferred statement in some places. Okay. Wait, who did this? This isn't my code. So if we've got a deferred statement, if there's a closing expression and it's a return, if the deferred statement owns the return, yeah, no, this is not legit. What the hell? Avoid Stack Overflow if the statement being deferred contains our return statement. No, you don't do that here. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 that's horse shit. Okay. That should be detected in type checking if in fact it's illegal. If it's not illegal, yeah. Okay, so you know what? Why are these all declarations? Let's not even do this. Let's not even do this. Boom. We're making it better. We're making it better. Okay. Implicit destructs declarations or defers. I'm not even sure, not sure it's worth keeping this on a separate array as opposed to just computing it when we need it. Same speed, end up iterating over everything either way, I think. I'm not completely sure about that. So we turn implicit destructs into expressions. And then I don't know why that's that way. That shouldn't happen. Okay, well, this just becomes this. If it's a defer, we emit code for block. Look how much cleaner this is getting. All right. Boom. See, we just need to do this. to every single thing in the compiler, and it'll be so much simpler. When you don't do this kind of thing, then these kind of complications stay around in your code for a long time. This is expression. This is weird. I'm not going to worry about it right now, but it's weird. Okay. I don't totally understand why that's the way it is, but there might be a reason. Okay. What? Syntax error const? Oh. Make code for block. Should push block. I don't know what that means. Oh, is constructor generation? I don't know. We're just going to say true. Okay, messenger. Statement is deferred is not a thing. Statement is deferred is not a thing. However, what is a thing? Whoops, I deleted the wrong line. We still in messenger actually need to send the node for a deferred statement. That is the last thing that we will need to do. But deferred statement is gone. That shouldn't have even been there. Okay. I'm going to heat up a little bit of breakfast. Are there any questions about what is happening? Somebody said they had a question. How many Uber Eats? I don't know. We cannot predict. On topic questions. What is my opinion about ranges v3? I don't care. I think all that stuff is not appropriate. Do I think LLVM backend could run faster if you manually select appropriate optimization passes for that particular language and omit other less relevant? Yes, for sure. I don't know how much. We haven't done that many measurements. But for debug build, LLVM is still many times slower than our own backend, and we actually played around with optimizations. In fact, if we don't turn on any optimizations, the backend is actually slower. So we're turning on a small number of optimizations just to reduce the instruction count so that it runs a little bit faster. Does deferring return statements make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. That's the problem. What do I think about qualifiers like const? I think that's a very language-specific question, and I need to know more to answer. Have we used LLVM in commercial projects before? No. No. Do we plan on having the ability to defer a return? What would that even mean? Does that have a meaning? Just a syntactic convenience. But what would it mean? Deferring a return may be good, for example, if you want to exit due to error. So you want all previous cleanups to run and then return, which is also deferred. But the defer will only run if you run a return, including the implicit return at the end of a block. So if you're already deciding to return, What is defer return going to do? Defers do run at the end of an enclosed scope. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right. You mean, okay, a scope that's not at the end of a procedure. Uh, It just seems like obfuscated code to me, but I mean, if it's legal, we probably should let you do it. What happens if you ask for a variable allocated in a scope 10 levels deep? I don't know what that has to do with anything. You guys are just asking confusing questions now. Can you have a scope defined by braces in which you have a return statement that makes that bracket statement list evaluate to a value? No, that's not what kind of language this is right now. I mean, if we added that feature, it wouldn't be with return. If you defer a return in an enclosed scope, how's that different from just returning the normal way? Well, the timing of the return would be the end of the scope as opposed to other things. I mean, you would easily break things. Like if you had a constructor in the block before your defer return, then you're going to skip the destructor when you return. I think people won't think about that. I'll think about it. We have to detect the case of when you return inside a return. So we're going to need to detect that. And then it'll just be a decision about whether to make the other case illegal or not. It was asked before you answered about running defers at the end of the scope. I still don't understand the question, but. Okay. Okay, people. We need to go to Messenger. And say ask defer, start defer, finish, and I guess we manually export blocks. Okay. Okay. You need to handle import. Well, who knows what's going to happen? Let's go to debug compiler. I mean, saying you could just put the exact return without the defer at the end of the scope, that's true, but you could say that for defer generally. For internal scopes that don't return, right? Like, sure, you could just put the thing that's in the defer at the end of the block, but the whole point of defer is that you don't have to do that. All right, we asserted. We asserted that it's queued for some reason, which I don't know. Why would we get there? Why would we ever say that? Oh, never mind. Illegal expression at top level. So this is just like, this is where complaining, yeah. All right. That's not super clean, but we'd fix that another time. Okay. If it's a defer, wait. That's weird. Why are we at top level? What does that even mean? Oh, we don't, okay, we don't set the scope type on defer. That's what's going on. When we do this, because its block is on it, you say ask defer block dot block type is block imperative, so that it doesn't think it's a declarative scope. It is not a declarative scope. All right. And consequences. Okay, it's complaining about less stuff. Consequences. Why doesn't it see it? It must be something about... Oh, yeah. Something like that. All these things you got to do just because you didn't heap allocate a block. Nope. Consequences. So it's the... Maybe we didn't... I mean, we should have flattened. I thought I remembered flattening. If we see a defer... Okay, well, let's just break an undeclared identifier. And we'll get a bead on that identifier. Okay. This identifier, its enclosing scope is set. That block's parent is not set. Why? Why? we should set the owning statement just as a matter of style. But I don't really know that that's the bug. It doesn't make that much sense. Let's assert that the parent is not null. Block parent. Wait, what? Yep. I suspected that that wouldn't fix it, so we're going to break and a defer on line 155 and see why. Like its parent pointer is getting reset to null for some reason, which is weird. Okay. Parser. Defer. Come on. The colon is part of what I'm searching for. Oh, I see. It's not. That doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah, we're going to say conditions 155. Okay. Wait, I thought yeah, okay. So the parent okay, I have a feeling the problem is this isn't the same defer. It gets copied, right? It gets copied because visit files is polymorphic. Okay, so what's really going on is in the copy, what do we do here? So we set parents manually, for example, in a lambda. How do we generally handle? See, I don't do this often enough to remember. Aha! Do we set Oni? Okay, well, we compiled the program. 100,000 line program ain't nothing. Let's see if it actually runs. Nope. Nope. I assume it's because defers aren't getting code executed, and that results in something really bad. Let's go to That'd be a hello sailor. All right, so let's see if we could do that. That works. So we do correctly run defers in this case. Maybe I should set the debugger. See where we die. We die in generated main immediately. Oh, we probably mess up the stack and then return in some way. This is one of those bugs that is really not that fun to try and diagnose because the symptom occurs far away from the actual problem. Okay. What do we do about this? One thing I could do, I would like to be able to do, is like no op out the result of defer code generation just to make sure that we don't generate something spammy, but that will not work because we do like scoped mutexes with defer and stuff. I mean, we could just try to localize in Sokoban the place that is causing the problem. That may not be that easy. So like we kind of have no clue about where the program was. Well, we're going to do that. See where we can get. So we do this. We do this. All right. Do we get to main loop? No. Okay. do we get to? Let's just set several breakpoints. Oh, you know what? This calls that file utility stuff. That we were just looking at. Wait, what? Really? Okay, wait. Now this just isn't working. Because we print lots of stuff. Like there, we open a window and print lots of stuff. Yeah. Wait. Why aren't my breakpoints working? Like we open a frickin' window. We get past this breakpoint. I guess x64 backend. Oh. Okay, this is interesting. So compiling with the LLVM backend triggers a compiler problem. So this will help us. It might be a different problem. We have to fix it either way, but it might be related to the same problem. Okay, wait, dash LLVM is not an option on this one. What am I talking about? We're just going to do that. Right? Yeah. Weird. Oh boy, it's inconsistent. No, it's not inconsistent. Okay, why running from the command line do we get this assert? Oh boy. We're now getting different behavior between running on the command line and not running on the command line. All right, you know what we do in that case? Oh no, that's a, okay, never mind. This is a metaprogram assert. Oh no, no it's not. What am I talking about? Here we go. Okay. This is quality debugging, people. So I have 100 seconds to attach to the process. Good! Dude, this program sucks. I hate it. I hate it. Why do I still use it? Because I don't have a choice yet. But someday I will have a choice. And that is what gives me hope. Okay. Okay. Process block decals for debug. Decal linear allocation. Okay. This is something where if it's wrong, it can easily crash the thing. So we have a member in a block. It's a declaration. It's linear allocation. Wow. Wow, what? What? Okay. This is sorely wrong. Identifier is it. Line 156 of file utilities. I must, in the copier, I must have screwed this up. Oh no, I totally did. Okay. This is not right. But then I don't understand. Okay, I don't understand what to do there. I need to know the enclosing scope. Do I have like a dest blocks? Oh, it is. Okay, I don't understand then. How about if I emit code for a statement? Oh yeah, we just do emit code for block. Oh, but what? So we used to, so when we're emitting the code for a defer here, we say emit code for block. I'm not sure that that's the same as what used to happen. Not sure. So we used to say deferred statement. And then we used to use that. Of course, this could be wrong too, my substitution for this. That could cause problems, but I think it's the polymorph. I think I'm not doing something right. I don't know what it would be. Unit code for statement. Deferred statement. Let's just try, okay, let me try one thing first. We're going to make a polymorphic procedure. And we're going to do this. We're going to see if that functions. Wait, what? Undeclared identifier, oh, because we didn't, okay. I didn't recompile after I re-put the block parenting. All right. Okay, that works. Well, let's look at what parser.cpp used to do. We used to return a block and we attach the declaration way later. So it deferred statement is the block. So we just literally did just call this. So it should be the same. I mean, it's, so clearly something isn't the same, but I actually suspect that what's going on is our earliness detection isn't working. So we're running this defer when we return up here maybe. Although I don't think we return up there. That doesn't seem right to me. I mean, it's find out, but it doesn't seem right to me. All right, we're getting this ouch. I forgot about that. I forgot about the ouch. We got to figure out why we're getting the ouch. Okay. So Deco linear allocation index within array. Like, what even is that? I don't remember what that is. Index within array. Okay. Linear allocation. So this declaration, I think it thinks it has different storage than this does. This thing thinks rightfully that it's on the stack, but here, if this is a legit number, this doesn't look like corrupt memory. If that's a legit number, this guy like thinks he's in global data or something. Do we have a, so stack allocated is OX40, for example. I don't see an OX40 on there. Okay, so there is probably something going on here. So we can look at this is where we decide the storage. Now, why we weren't getting that assert here, like the behavior could be different here, for all I frickin' know. Like, what are we even doing now? This is us hanging in com create, probably. Is Visual Studio just broken now? What's going on? So this bug is bad enough that it's producing differences in execution that are making it very hard to debug this. Well, does this still get to ouch? Yes. Okay. I don't know why it's so different running from the debugger and not from the debugger, but we can deal with this. Why is like everything, all right. Dude, I don't even know what was happening there. Okay. Solidify and allocate stack. If decal s is equal to this. I don't even know if the s value is going to be the same, frankly. Like, I'm worried about that. All right. So ouch 2. Attached process. This is really entertaining what I'm doing right now. I really don't know why I'm doing this. Debug, break all. Threads. Which one is sleeping? Call stack. Okay. Now I have to wait a frickin' 100 seconds. Let's put more breakpoints just so we don't miss them. How's it going, everybody, while I wait for 100 seconds? I have to go soon. If we don't complete debugging this, before we go, we'll pick it up again later today. This is one of those really not that fun bugs. It just has something to do with we generated incorrect code. So I suspect the reason, I mean, this doesn't totally explain it, but I expect the reason that behavior is so different between command line and debugger is just that, you know, we're running a metaprogram, and that metaprogram probably has defers in it. And the behavior of those defers is involving something uninitialized, because again, it's confused about storage. So, and that's causing these differences. I don't know why the differences are big though, or why they're even there, honestly. But whenever you're reading something uninitialized, you can have that kind of issue. Okay, so this is a declaration. It's at line 159 of file utilities. Let's go back there and refresh our memories. Okay, so it's this block, this statement. I don't know why it thinks line 0 is 159. That's not good, but whatever. Okay, so decal base address is -1. Okay. Doesn't have an import link. Wait. I mean, what? Oh, this is the declaration of this iterator, right? So if we go decal identifier, it's the it. So this iterator is in there, Oh. The defers block doesn't have belongs to lambda set, probably. This isn't set. I don't know why this isn't set, though. That should have been easy. Wait, in parser. See, this is, again, I'm suffering from not having done this in a long time, so I don't remember. How does belongs to lambda get set in child new block? We call child new block. So maybe that's in copier again. Oh, it's, yeah. how does this get set on anybody? Like, warning, do not set parent or belongs to Lambda. Does it get set in flatten? I bet it gets set in flatten. Like there's a thing where we push a block here. Okay, that's messenger. Copy block source. Who calls this? See, okay, this is very error prone. I'm going to have to clean this up at some point. Like, I used to mostly go through this path, which sets these things. The problem is, it expects that you're creating a new block with a pointer, and you don't want to do that if you could help it. Anyway, you know, we don't want to allocate things if they can just be on the frickin' struct. So, okay, we're going to need to get rid of ouch too, probably. That was a wonderful half an hour debugging odyssey, or however long it was. Okay, well, we got to get rid of ouch now too. Oh wait, no, ouch is still bad. We didn't fix it? Why are we still ouching? Do we get here if we run into debugger now? Are we a consistent ouch? Yes, okay. Now we at least, okay, we have a similar situation. I assume it's the same place. Line 159. Let's see if we can actually break here now. Okay, we're in less of a twilight zone now for some reason. Maybe it won't last. Forget, I said, oh, no, we get there. Okay. So, I mean, I assume so this enclosing scope is going to be the for block. Its parent probably belongs to the defer, right? Yes. This is the defers block. Can't believe I'm having this much trouble over such a simple thing. Oh my God. Okay, so the defer block belongs to lambda. This one doesn't. And it's because we don't push the frickin' block. Oh my God. Basically, you shouldn't call this copy block. Fuck. Okay. So we're going to do a cleanup. Cleanup, urgent. Because we don't want to... we're just going to fix this right now by duplicating all the functionality, but whoops, I mean this. See, I just used this one assuming that it would do everything that I needed, and it really didn't. It didn't do like 5 things. And I've been slowly discovering those things one after another. Wait, we do push the block, though. Well, let's step into it. Oh, we set the block. See, When you copy the other block, it gets the properties from the parent block, which doesn't help if you set the properties after you copy the block, which is why it helps to have a function to do all these things for you in the proper order. Yeah. This is going to get cleaned up because that is what we're doing. We're in the business of cleaning things up. If you don't clean things up, you pay for them being messy. And sooner or later, you pay. We done paid today. And we want to make sure we don't keep paying indefinitely in the future. But how is that? That should have happened 40 minutes ago, but I'll take it. All right. Let's get rid of our ouch. Let's get rid of that ouch. Can I explain what I think the error is? The error is fixed. The error is done. The error is gone. The error is no more. It is pining for the fjords. It is an X error. Achievements, that's a great idea. We're totally going to have so many achievements. So many achievements. Okay, release of Sokoban with x64. Release of Sokoban with LLVM. So this is debug tests with LLVM. We'll run debug tests with x64 next. We're going to have to speed up the debug compiler because just waiting for these tests. It's all LLVM backend time is the thing. So I don't know how much of that is LLVM's fault and how much is ours. I don't know if we're linking to debug LLVM libs or if it's just like we're doing a lot of asserts. So the runtime is panic function. Do you do unwinding on it? No, no. Panic kills your program. It is not throw. It is panic. Well, it is sort of throw, but there is no catch. Okay. Just being thorough. We're running all these again. Hopefully it goes a little faster. Okay, this is good though, because so if we go to our list of stuff to do, we're going to have to clean this up. We're going to have to deal with this in a bit. And in fact, I may even not check this in until we deal with this. But I gotta go for now and go out in the world and move around, and then we'll come back and program some more. So things I'm going to document by emailing people that we have done. We have declaration, we have compound declaration, we have defer. That's actually not a scope entry, but newly added as cleanup. Clean up your prenup. Okay, so that was good. The title of this stream was Breaking Defer into a Scope Entry. We did break it out into a separate thing. We didn't actually make it a scope entry, but that's fine. Implementation details meant we didn't have to do that. Oh, OS run command Heisenbug. So mission accomplished in only an hour 45 when it really should have taken just an hour. But that's, as debugging rat holes go, that one could have gone way deeper. We shouldn't have had the problem in the first place, but we handled it. For a problem being that bad and that confusing, we handled it pretty good. So we're just going to have to clean up. So next stream is going to be dealing with this defer return situation in some way that gives an error message and is clean, hopefully. And then we're going to have to clean this up. And then we're going to look at these. And then all of this will be gone. And then we'll be like looking at some stuff more down here at different other things. Like maybe we'll do the import link thing that we spent yesterday getting prepped for. Yeah, this defer thing, since we didn't use scope entry, we actually could have done this defer thing yesterday and it would have been easier. All right, well, that's all our tests. So mission accomplished, and we are gonna we're gonna go have fun for a while. Let's see if there's anybody to raid besides Pokemon. What is Pokemon on Twitch like 24? No, okay, there's no Pokemon. Science and technology, Linux game development. Wasn't this the dude doing the Rust stuff?
That requires having a player inside of the box, where it doesn't really belong. I don't really like the fact that
he's explaining
boxes
things
are dependent on the player.
Oh no, it's a Lisp.
What's interesting is that it's needed to do.
Okay, well, we'll consider that. He's doing Lisp though.
Deep fried them chips.
This guy's using Git, but he has a good microphone. Blue
By
Snowball.
the way, we did our first handyman project the other day. The first handyman project on our roof. We replaced one of the roof shingles.
He's programming in Go.
One of the roof tiles was cracked. So me and my wife put our nice, smart heads together and managed to do it in like.
But if it's just like a Twitch bot, I don't know about that. What do you guys think about Twitch bot in Go? I need a filter that just filters out JavaScript. These guys, wait, Wobbly Trout, I seem to remember that.
Race in for this one, boys.
It's in Java.
No reminder to love.
Armored Alliance for Linux and Windows.
And so do I.
And he's rickrolling everybody. That's pretty good.
And
I don't know. I don't know who to host. Rendering engine in Rust? I don't know if this guy has a mic. Linux guy, what, the Trout guy? This guy? THC bomb.
Okay.
Or so Trout guy or Lisp guy? Where was Lisp guy? Lisp guy was oh wait, was that T.S. Oding?
We don't need that.
So, yeah. You'll skip on both. Everyone wants T.S. Oding except for the people who says he's boring. So we'll do that. We'll host him. Or we'll do that. You know what? We've hosted T.S. Oding before. We've never hosted this dude.
But if it's
Oh, except no.
I don't know about that.
Now he's snooping on me, so that's no good. Maybe he was about to raid us. You can't mutually raid someone who's about to raid you. So thanks everybody for coming by, and I'll see you later. Snoopception. Have I finished Baba Is You? Not yet. Bye everybody.